Hey there, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you for speaking with me the other day. I totally get being skeptical, not knowing who to trust online because there are so many scams. Um, but despite hanging up on me, I still do want to help you. I have got family in Sheridan. I legitimately do care, and I'm just trying to help and just give you some free information that will help you guys out. What you guys want to do with it is entirely up to you, but I hope that you guys will find it helpful and that you can use it to help your business. So today I'm going to go over a few tips that you can apply that will help your online presence and also help you capture more organic leads. It is going to be really important that you understand that 70% of all of your organic leads come from this website. So your website really does need to be properly optimized so you can actually capture that traffic. But the very first thing that I did notice is that your website is not secure. So you actually do need to go get an SSL certificate to secure your website. Websites that are not secure can be hacked. They can give your customers viruses. Your brand identity can be stolen. There's a lot of things that can actually happen because your website is not secure, and it can actually cost a lot of money later on down the road by not having it secured. So you definitely need to get this secured right away. The next thing is that even though your website looks dated, Google does not rank based on appearance. So, how Google ranks is all based on content. Content is going to be the key. You need a lot of information, not just on your homepage, but throughout all your pages. Your homepage needs a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content or more, depending on what your competitors are doing. And this content needs to be focused around your local buyer intent keywords. So rather than mold remediation, it should be Sheridan mold remediation, or mold remediation Sheridan WY. There's a lot of variations on keywords. You want to capitalize on all of them so that you can capture that traffic because everybody searches differently. Um, so all of your content on every page needs to be original content, and every page needs to also focus on their own keywords. You don't want the same keywords on multiple pages. Um, and you also need a separate page for every single one of your services. And I noticed all of your restoration services are on one page. And so, even though you got these hyperlinks, which are helpful, they all take you to the same place. You do need a separate page for every single service because every single service has their own unique keywords. And if you want to be found for your services online, um, and let's and frankly, everything is online these days, especially since COVID. So it's only going to be more and more relevant going forward. So you do need to have those separate pages. You need their own content. You need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target. But all pages have to have their own original content and their own keywords. Your local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching for in Sheridan and the surrounding areas for your services. Um, Most people are less likely to search out a specific brand than they are to actually research for a specific service. So, as important as your brand is, using those local buyer intent keywords are even more important. So, you definitely need to focus your content and keyword strategy around that. And then to support your website, you're going to need SEO because a website without search engine optimization is just not going to be found online. And so you're going to be missing out on tons of customers. If we look at your top competitor for water damage restoration in Sheridan, we have Captain Clean. They have a nice website. They've got separate pages for all of their various services. which allows them to capture traffic for each of these services because they all have their own keywords. Um, they've got a lot more content than you guys do. More local buyer intent keywords, more content. Um, so in order to beat these guys, you definitely need to have more content. And you're going to have to focus that content on those local keywords. And I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. If you have multiple service areas, you really need separate service area pages so that you can be found in those areas as well for your services. Um, and those should be like mini home pages that summarize each of your services but with their own keywords. Okay, so this is how your website is performing online. If we look here, you have a domain rating, which is your website as a whole, of a 0.6 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which means Google does not trust your website. And that is 100% based on your backlinks and referring domains. Not all are created equal. You need to make sure that you are getting do follow authoritative links that are directly related to your industry. A referring domain is any website that provides your website with a backlink, whereas the backlink is the physical link coming from the referring domain to your website with the intention to drive traffic. And Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain, so anything else they look at as spam. If we look here, only 13 of your referring domains are do follows, so only 13 of those links are doing anything to help you. And because you don't have much content on your website, you're only indexed for 8 keywords and only getting 7 people to your website per month. So you're missing out on a ton of potential customers by not being properly optimized. If we look at your keywords, you only have one keyword on the first page of Google. There's 10 positions per page on Google, and that's your brand. And all of these keywords, except for this one right here, are all national keywords. So um, national keywords may have higher volume, but even if you rank these on the first page of Google, they're not going to convert into customers because you're not servicing everybody in the United States. So you need to focus your keywords on um, the local area. And if you're servicing Cody in some of the bigger areas, um, go after some of those bigger area keywords because that's going to help you really drive that traffic. If we look at your competitor, they only have a rating of a 9 with over 400 backlinks and 86 referring domains, which just shows that not all backlinks are created equal. And out of those, only 47 of those are do follows. So you only need to beat their 47 do follow referring domains in quantity as well as quality. But they do have a lot more content, so they've been indexed for over 200 keywords, but yet they are still only getting about 25 people to their website per month. That's just because they're not ranking as well as they could be. So these guys are beatable, but you're going to have to work on those strategies that I mentioned. And the last piece of this is this Google Maps section. And your goal should be to be in the top 3, which you are. So you guys are doing a great job. Um, if for whatever reason you're not, being in the top 30% of people search here and don't search anywhere else. And if you happen to lose your spot, you're probably going to need more citations, and that's the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. So you're always going to need more than your competitor. If you follow all of these tips I've provided you today, your website has the opportunity to be number 1 across Google in your area for your services using those local buyer intent keywords supported by your SEO. I hope that you found this video to be helpful and would really love to get your feedback on it. If you have any questions at all, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.